Atlantis was a negative pole and Lemuria a positive pole. Lemuria was inhabited by undines and Atlantis by men. Our creators arranged it this way to balance the earth. It's the same with different religions. The creators appointed one from Atlantis to be a god over humanity when they left Earth. The Atlanteans fell due to their own vanity. They artificially spiritualized themselves, not through evolution. The spiritual Atlanteans are a dirty yellow color and not pure yellow. Some remain physical and help the spiritual Atlanteans obtain human cells to return to evolution. Many human researchers are reincarnated Atlanteans. I had an old atlas with red and blue lines from the Mediterranean to the Atlantic. The blue lines were paths on the seabed, but the Mandela effect removed them, so now no lines are visible in the book. My guide Kaja, who is the same as Kamjal, said, "When I looked at the atlas, that the Azores were what remained of Atlantis. When it sank, the survivors fled to Andalusia and Algeria on the other side of the Mediterranean. There are 13% Rh-negative people in the world. It is said that this blood type has extraterrestrial origins. The largest proportion of Rh-negative people is in Europe, but the country with the highest number of Rh-negative people is Algeria. The men in black, MIB, work for Atlantis, which has a few UFOs left. They want to prevent other extraterrestrial races from landing on Earth. The MIB's base on Earth is in Alaska and the city of San Diego. The Atlanteans fell due to their own technology, but some are still reincarnated on Earth. They were so technologically advanced that they could spiritualize themselves. Most of them became artificially spiritual, but because they were not spiritualized through evolution, they retained some human flaws. Some chose to remain physical and are reincarnated throughout the centuries. They have access to a few UFOs, but do not want contact with extraterrestrials. They see Earth as their planet and want to enlighten humans to a limited extent, as they need genes from living humans, both the physical and the spiritual, who want to be reborn as physical again. There are many prominent human figures throughout history who may have been reincarnated Atlanteans. As for the men in black, they may be Atlanteans who want to prevent human contact with extraterrestrials. The artificially spiritual Atlanteans did not become sufficiently pure in their spirituality because it was created by themselves. There are still conflicts in their spiritual world, and they argue over who should be king of Andalusia. When Atlantis sank into the sea, the surviving physical Atlanteans fled to the province of Andalusia in Portugal, Spain. Incidentally, the oldest city in Europe is Cadiz in Andalusia, and Portugal is the first country in Europe. The Illuminati were reportedly founded in the 18th century in Germany. The Rosicrucians were founded in the early 18th century in Germany and the Freemasons in medieval Europe. Very little is written about Pythagoras' secret collective from 580 BC. He was in Egypt for a while where he studied the pyramids. There is also unconfirmed information that the Illuminati lineage existed in Egypt in 2680 BC. Perhaps Pythagoras got the sources for his sect later in life from ancient Egypt. Could it be that the Pythagorean collective is the predecessor of the Freemasons, Rosicrucians, and Illuminati in Europe and the rest of the world? Pythagoras made a sign for his secret collective, a pentagram with a star on it. Going back from Egypt and the Illuminati in 2680 BC, you probably end up with the Atlanteans, who artificially spiritualize themselves and want to hold back human development.